What's up with you fellas? How y'all doing today? Happy Sabbath to all, especially our different nations here in America. Praise Yahuwah. Hopefully you guys are having a good Sabbath day. Um, so let's go on and part two. Let me make sure. Cameras. All right, so part two. If I get there, hopefully you guys having a good Sabbath today. And hopefully y'all able to look at the videos. I know last week I didn't get a chance to get too deep on um, the Jew thing. Like okay, like our Jews, whatever. We're gonna go more into in depths of that. Um, okay, so as I said, what is a Jew? Part two. Okay, um, so before we get into the word really soon, um, keep in mind, okay. I think I said this last week, or well, probably I've said it before, but um, Jews, okay, they have their own religion, fellas. Okay, they're part of Judaism. Okay, so keep that in mind. And these people are highly lawful, like highly religious people. Okay, and what I mean by highly lawful is that these are people that um, they keep the commandments of Yahuwah, but not really fully, but they add on their own laws. They add the laws of Yahuwah and keep those. Okay. And then in cases where you have people that are Jews, okay, they do some crazy stuff. All right. So we're gonna get on that. We have to go back and we got to go to history. Yahuwah will ever go to history of these people. Okay. It might be shocking. Okay. So we got to get this out the way. Because again, you got people calling uh, each other Jews, and then you have those who claim that the Jews with the black hats, whatever, those are the ones who are not going to be saved, and it's a lot of confusion, a lot of confusion. Okay, let's start prayer. Father, we want to give you honor and thanks for this time you've given us, Father, to serving you too on the day constantly. Thank you for another feast, once again, another Shabbat on this day, and we ask that people will be at peace on today. People, especially people that are going through some issues right now. Yahuwah, I ask you to free them from the issues. Those who may not know you, who will give an opportunity for them to know you, a way for them to know you, Father, have a relationship with you, and for them to leave their ways of sin, which we know is death. Sin is death, and much more. Maybe a sing and praise on today. We love you, worship you on today. Father, please protect us against every distraction of the wicked one. And you will give me understanding on today, that may you take over this time. We thank you. Hallelujah. In the name of Yahuwah, as your provider, in the name of Shalom, your peace. Give you honor and praise. Unto God. So be it. Okay. I want to get on Yahuwah mostly, guys. Okay. Because I think that can help us out to understand the proof that we cannot be called Jews, guys. Okay. Then, like I said, I'm going to expose the wickedness behind Jews, guys. Okay. Now, I know that there are some people who are Jews. Good job. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and judge you badly on that. Hey, listen, it's just me talking information. Okay, according to the word of Yahuwah. Okay, this is about, hey, did he really call us Jews, fellas, or Yahudath? Okay. Did he, Yahudath, or Yahudath, excuse me. So is that possible? All right. So for starters, we're going to start in um, Deuteronomy. Okay, Deuteronomy. I think we got on Genesis. We got a few accounts. I think with Abraham, and I think with Jacob. Okay, you notice Yahuwah called Jacob Yashrael. Ever since then, you got Israelites, Yashrael, the Israelites, right? Okay. Abraham was called the father of the nations. He was called one of the uh, servants of Yahuwah, right? He was the son of Yahuwah. Okay, he was not called a Jew. He was called a Hebrew, fellas. And oh, mind you, Hebrew means crossing over. Did y'all know that? Crossing over. It means it means that you are in a covenantal relationship with the Father of those who are Israelites. Okay. And mind you, if you're from another nation, you are called a proselyte or proselyte or engrafted in, or I forget what I should call that. But either way, titles don't really count, fella. What's the count? No matter what, listen, no matter who you are, you are a child of Yahuwah if you come to Yahuwah. Okay, simple as that. All right. So again, let's go to Deuteronomy. All right, Deuteronomy, guys. So let's go right into um, chapter 5. Okay, so I'm just gonna be literal on today. Okay, about this. There's more to come. Be patient. Like I said, I'm gonna have to expose more things on this. There's a secret agenda behind this term Jew. That's being a Jew. It is. Let's go to verse 1 of chapter 5. Okay. Moses called all Yashrael and said unto them, Hear, O Yashrael. Okay. Let that sink in for a minute. It didn't say, Hear, O Jews. It didn't say that. Right? Yashrael. The people of the nation is Yashrael. Okay. Because mind you, who was the first nation that came to the Father? Israel. Okay. At that time, the other nation did not come to Yahuwah, but there were times people from different nations came to Yahuwah. Okay. You had Ruth. You had, trying to think who else. People from Italy. Okay. Like one gentleman from the Book of Acts. He was into Yahuwah. Okay. Centurion. So you had people from different nations came to Yahuwah. You had an Egyptian woman that was in the covenant with Joseph. Okay. She was into you as well. All right. So here, okay. Hear, O Yashrael, the commandments and judgments which I speak to you, speak to your ears this day, that you may learn them, guard them. Okay. And do them. Okay. So he did not say, Hey, Jews. He didn't say Yahudah. He just said Yashrael. Okay. So let's go. Let's stay in Deuteronomy. Okay. You know, we have to be careful, guys, getting what other people say because that's where people get that from. People come to the Jew because they hear from somebody else. We gotta be careful with that because it can be very deceiving. Okay. I just want to speak that. Let's go to chapter 9. That chapter 9 and verse 1. He does it again. He says it again, right? Okay. Verse 1. Hear, O Yashrael. See that? Once again, hear, O Yashrael. You are to pass over the Yarden this day, right? To go and to possess nations greater and mightier than yourselves, cities great and fence up to Shemayahu, or heaven. Okay. Once again, he did not call them Jews. He didn't say that. Okay. See that? Now, let's stay in Deuteronomy and let's go right to another example. Okay. Because fellow Jew is a religious word. Let y'all know it is a religious word. I know some of y'all that may keep the truth, right? And y'all call each other Jews. Listen, y'all need to do research. That's not the case. All right. It's not the case of that. Because Jews, like they follow Judaism. And I think I spoke a definition of that last Shabbat, not mistaken. So we have to be really careful. We call ourselves. All right. Of course, there are laws here that was for the sake of Yashraelites and for the sake of other nations want to come. So A lot of that in Deuteronomy 31 and Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. I know I sound like a broken robot, but I just have to speak this to give you guys an exercise against this term, this word Jew. Because right now it's a lot of Yashrael, right? It says, and Moses went and spoke all these words to Yashrael. Okay, you know what's funny? Yahuwah called them the same thing. Okay, because if we do a repeat, let's go back to Genesis. Let's go back to Genesis. Let's go right into 35. Okay, remember this was the people that were birthed. This Jacob was birthed, right? Had a wife named Rachel, and who was he the son of? Isaac, Isaac. And remember, Yahuwah said he would favor their children like the sands of the sea, right? Have kings. Okay, this was a future births lineage. You know, like man, this is deep. Okay, verse 10 in Genesis 35. Once again, Yahuwah said to him, your name is Yaakov or Jacob, right? Your name shall be called Jacob anymore, but Yashrael should be your name. Okay, and he called his name Yashrael. Y'all recall that? So how are we called Jews, fellas? What's the point of that? Okay. And then you got people, and you got people saying, well, a Jew is somebody to keep the Abrahamic laws and all that. That sounds great, but no, that's not the case. All right. That's not the case regardless. Now, so a lot of scriptures going on, a lot of scripture shuffling. So y'all be patient with me on that. Now let's go right into the book of Numbers. Okay. The book of Madbar or Numbers. Okay. And let's go right into excuse me. Sorry. Had a good dinner earlier. Chapter 5, verse 1 and 2. Okay. And Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, command the children of Yashrael, there go again, or Yashrael, right? The children of Yashrael, right? That they put out to count every leper and everyone that has an issue and whosoever is defiled by the dead. Okay? All right? So those are a few things I want to point out that Yahuwah is calling them the Yashrael or Yashraelites, Israelites. Moses did a couple of times as well. Okay? Now, let's expose some problems in the New Testament. That's why I'm talking about the New Testament. But let me tell y'all something. Let's go right into, now this is confusing to many people. Okay? Because mind you, in the Old Testament, it is what it was. Right? They were called Yashrael. In today's time, we are called Israelites. In today's time, we are called the house of Israel. I mean, what does that mean? When anybody come in, right? House, I mean people. Group. I mean, family people, right? All right. So this is going to be really crazy to me, and it's weird. And this is why, you got people that say that the word of Yahuwah is tainted with some writings. That's true. We got to be careful with reading. Okay. Let's go to Acts. Acts. We're going to expose some confusion here. Okay. Because again, we're not called Jews. The real Jews are Judaizers who keep Judaism, fellas. Okay. You got Hasidic Jews, Ashkenazi Jews. And did y'all know, fellas, that some Jews own everything nearly? Okay. They work for the elite, the Illuminati. Yeah. Jewish. And do you know some Jews are homosexuals? Y'all know Michael Jackson had a producer was a Jew? Yeah, look it up. Don't believe me. Look it up. Who don't know Michael Jackson? He had a Jewish ass producer. He was a homosexual. He wanted to screw Michael Jackson in the ass. He probably did before he died. I told you I'm being literal today. Literal. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you have that, don't you? So we not called Jews, fellas, but let's keep going. All right. And then we also go to the book of Luke, where they call Yahusha the king of the Jews. Then we get into that. Yeah, that's weird too. Ain't no good. Even though me and my wife don't really worship Yahusha, we worship you only. Okay, we're not with that son thing. But yeah, they call him the king of the Jews. That it's confusing. Okay, but anyway, let me find it, fellas. Give me a minute. Hold on. All right, so let's go to chapter 19, and let's go right on to verse 30. We'll start from there. Okay. Yeah, chapter 19, verse 30. We'll start from there, right? It says, and when Paul would have entered into the people, the Talmudim or disciples allowed him not, or suffer not. So they didn't want Paul to have a mission, be preaching and stuff, right? Then it said, and certain of the chief of Asia, which were his friends, right, sent unto him, desiring him that he would not adventure himself or go with the mission, right? And to the theater, okay, not AMC, not Cinemark, not the movie theaters, not that, like auditorium, like some type of big area, okay, letting you know about that. Some therefore cried one thing and some another, for the assembly was confused, right? And the more part knew not wherefore they were come together, okay? And they drew Alexander out of the multitude, the Yahudim, Yahudim, really? Jews? But that's what it is in English, Jews. Yahudim. Okay, not mistaken. Not Yahudim or Yahudi, either one. I think it's both ways. I think it's the same thing. Okay. Putting him forward, Alexander beckoned with the hand and would have made his defense to the people. Verse 34. But when they knew that he was a Jew or Yahudi, Yahudah, okay, with all one voice about the space 2 hours crying, great is Artemis of Ephesus. Okay, so they call Paul a Jew, but what's funny, Paul was once called an apostle. They was called a Hebrew. You see how confusing it is, fellas, in the Old New Testament? How the hell can that be? Which one is the brother? Which one is he? Because if we stop here, let's go to 2 Corinthians 11. Okay, this is Paul him saying who he really was, right? Y'all think I'm drunk. I ain't drunk. I'm reading the word. I'm just telling you what's going on. Just bear with me. Okay. So we got him. He was called a Yahudi, Jew in Acts 19. But let's check this out. So here, okay, so chapter 11. Now this is Paul was self-proclaim who he is, right? Okay, 2 Corinthians 11 and 22. Watch what he gonna say here. Okay, like I said, we have to read behind the words. We have to like overcome the lies. There's a lot of lies, man, in the world, and there's some lies in the scriptures. We just gotta break it off. Okay. Verse 22, it says, are they Hebrews or are they Abraham? So am I. Look at that. So now he's claiming he's a Hebrew. Okay. Are they Yashrael? So am I. Now he's claiming he's Yashrael. He's Israelite. Okay. You know, they call us black, but really it's called, we are Israelites. Then it says, are they the seed of Abraham? So you see how he did not say nothing about him being a Jew? But in Acts 19, the author or the writer claiming that he was a Jew, fellas. It's crazy how that is confused. Okay, mind you, Jews are not what we think they can be. Those are no Judaizers. That's what they are. Judaizers is a religion itself, isn't a cult. It's an occult. And these are people that sacrifice our children and grown men and women. Yep. And some of them eat up flesh. Did y'all know that? That some of these Jews eat people. Yes. Look it up, you'll believe me. Okay. And they say things off the Kabbalah book. Kabbalah is a book of magic, mythicism, and I forgot what else it means, but it's not good. Now, let's go right into Luke. Or I think it's in Luke, right? This is interesting here. Try check this out. Okay. Cannot be called Jews. All right. And mind you, in Jewish religion, they don't keep the Shabbat. Some keep the Shabbat a whole day and a whole night. They don't. Half a day. They won't keep it the right way. Okay. So here, let's go here. He was situation. He was struggling, and the tree, commonly called cross. You know, that's pagan. So, or was it Book of John? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. All right. So Luke chapter 23. Verse 35 and verse 38. Okay. 35 through 38. And this is crazy to me. And the people stood beholding, and the rulers also with them derided him, saying, he saved others, let him save himself. So they were actually mocking him and whatever they wanted to mock him on. They were scoffing him, right? Saying, okay, save others, let him save himself. If he be the Mashiach, the chosen of Yahuwah. And the soldiers also mocked him, right? Coming to him and offering him vinegar and saying, if you be the king of the Jews. Did y'all just see that? If you be the king of the Jews, or the Yahudim. See how confusing it is? King of the Yahudim. But they were once called, they were called disciples. Now they call Jews now. The king of the Jews. Okay. Save yourself, and a superscription also was written over him, right? In letters of Yunnan and Latin and Hebrew. Okay. Yahuna, or Greek. Okay. This is the king of the Yahudim, or the Jews, fellas. Mind you, did y'all know the Jews worship sun gods? They worship Jesus, or they call him Yahushua or Yeshua. Could that be the case, that he's worshipped as a deity in that situation? Absolutely, because the Jews worship a glorious person or demigods. Okay? Real stinking talk. And what's funny, these people that own almost everything, their main source is Baphomet through the devil. Okay? And that's why you notice when you go to a hospital, listen, some hospitals, okay, they have Jewish hospitals, fella, and guess what they got? They got, they might have a Jesus or a Baphomet sign, or, in the chambers of the hospital. You never know. Okay. And so these people embrace these things. Like I said, last Shabbat, my lady was called a Jew, and it's freaking ridiculous. I didn't get too deep on that, but thought we were Jews. I'm like, are you kidding me? How are we Jews? Okay. They don't really say the word like we do. They don't keep the commands like that. Okay. They don't do that. Not so. Okay. And they believe in the modern Hebrew. They believe in, they go to temples. We're not to go to temples. Okay. Let's go right into Ezekiel. Okay. Ezekiel, or Yekaskel. Reason I'm going here because now I want to speak some more evidences that the Jews do corrupt they do corrupt the feast days. Okay, they corrupt the Sabbath day. They do some things. Okay, and it's sad because people say mistaking us for them, and that's not us on that. All right, all right. So um, y'all get a chance, look up more history of the Jews. You'd be shocked what you get. All right, you'd be shocked at what you get. There are also rabbis that are Jews, and there are those people. Um, they um, they have their own personal chambers for human sacrifice, and they are part of McDonald's restaurants. Okay, why y'all think our children being kidnapped every year, especially Halloween season, guys? Fel, this is I'm not being funny about that. This is real shit. Okay, y'all think those people get kidnapped by a regular human being, by a regular neighbor? I don't know about that. Okay, they would take your children and they would put them in these chambers and they would sacrifice them for human meat. Real talk. Okay, there's a video to prove that. This guy's name is Rabbi Finkel, something like that. 50 some minutes. Look it up. This dude literally was saying that they take these children. Okay, they kidnap them and stuff, and they, grind them up and make from hamburger meat at McDonald's. That's why I have a McDonald's over 10, 11 years now. Okay, now I never ate their burger that long. Not my lady. Okay, we live in a strange world, man. We live in a freaky world. It's like a movie we living in. These people are dangerous. Okay, and I feel sorry for the children. Yeah. Anyway, there are a few things I'll point out. Let's go to Ezekiel 5. Okay. All right. So let's go and let's see, chapter 5. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So let's go to verse 8. And this is part of the disobedience and curses of what the Jews be doing. Okay. And other people too, not just Jews, but other people do stuff too. But let's say in verse 8, therefore, thus says Yahuwah, behold, I am against you and will execute judgment. Okay. Execute judgment. Okay. In the midst of you in the sight of the nations, and I will do in you that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more delight because of all your abominations. Right? So Jewish people, Jews, they do abominable things. Okay. They may have some cases where people call some Jews, a little bit of them may not do these things, but they don't know better. But most of them do. Okay. Verse 10. Therefore, the father should eat the sons in the midst of you. Okay. And the sons should eat their fathers. So we're talking about flesh eating people here. Okay. This is a curse. This is what we going on at times. Okay. And I will execute judgments in you and the whole remnant of you, and when I scatter into all the winds. Winds mean trouble, like punishment, like judgments. Winds. Okay, so you imagine what be going on almost every year with our people. People being taken, being kidnapped. And even you got some cases, you got some presidents that are Jews as well. Guys, wake up. You got presidents seem Jewish. Donald Trump is a Jew. Did y'all know that? This why, listen, guys, that's why we have to pay attention to people, man. We got to know what's going on here. You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's go another situation. Ezekiel. Let's go to what is it, chapter 20? Let's go to chapter 20. So I'm exposing what Jews are. This is what they do. Okay, this is what they do. They disobey Yahuwah and they claim they love Yahuwah, but they call him Yahweh. They claim they holy. They set apart. They doing right. They perfect. But trust me, no. and you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them anything. They'll be all nice to you, but they're not gonna change. It's hard for them to change for that. It's hard for them to change. Let's go right into verse 16, and from chapter 20. Okay, let's go right there. Okay, because they despise my judgments, my ways over discipline, and walk not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbath. Now let me stop here. Some cases the Jews keep the Shabbat from evening to evening every week. I used to do that, but thank goodness I did not. I disobeyed and realized, but I didn't know better. That was the Jewish way. Some Jews keep the Shabbat from 12 to 6 o'clock p.m. Are you kidding me? Some Jews keep the Shabbat, on a full day from. Let me know. Usually from I think Thursdays. Some Jews keep the Sabbath on the lunar version. They keep the Sabbath on the 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th every month. And they'd be like different days. Okay, they keep the moon. They love the moon. They love keeping the moon. Okay, they worship the moon. That's where you get the moon, the stars. You get it? Okay, that's why they like to wear like I said, last Shabbat, they like to wear the 6-pointed star. Okay, that's the star Molech, which is the sacrificial star. Okay, I exposed that before. Acts 5 verses 21. No, Amos 5:21 or verse 20. They wear that. Okay, they embrace it, and these people are hard to deal with. They cool, but they hard to deal with. Okay, they can do some murdering. They can do some stuff. Okay, they embrace that thing, and we are not to embrace the star. We're not to do that, but they do. Okay, that star Molech. I showed a picture to y'all last Shabbat. Okay, all right, that is a witchcraft symbol. Okay, they believe in horoscopes. They believe in that. They believe in these stargazing. They worship the stars. But then I will tell you that. They're going to say, I worship God like you. They say, oh, we're the same. They say, we're the same. Okay. Yeah, so Pluma, Shabbat, and Hart went after their gods, right? So who does that? Well, the Jews. They worship their deities. Okay. Molech, which is through satanic worship, and much more. And what's funny about this, Yahuwah applied it to Israel, but it's applied to other people in this situation. Okay, this was Ezekiel, the prophet, was talking about how Yahuwah was upset with his people, and then people are doing like what they did. Okay, disobeying Shabbat, not completing it. Okay. And then let's go. Excuse me. And it's going to be a short video, guys. All right. Because I want some dessert. So, can't help it. You're like, you go ahead, get a video down here. No. But anyway, so let's go. Let's see what we look at. Let's go to Nahum or Nakum Yahoo. Okay, I know that book that I barely go to. I'm gonna get a little spark of history with these Jewish people because fella, did y'all know? And they took off on YouTube, but did y'all know that the Jewish people back then, and these were called at the time communists. Okay, we got communists today. Okay, communists are those who have their own legislative law. They have their own laws that control the mass of people. Like for example, you have the coronavirus. All right, you got this thing, you got wear mask and all this bullshit. Well, that's called the communist movement. That's a communist law. You think that came from only your mayor? No, it came from the Jews. They own almost everything. It come from them, the elite, the Illuminati, the government, the federal. They want to control us. They own us. And many of us feed into that. Okay. Well, anyway, back then, fellas, okay, back in time when Adolf Hitler was alive, and I think it was Karl Marx, but Adolf Hitler was a Jew. Who don't know Adolf Hitler? But when he was alive at the time, okay, the Russians, innocent Russians, they were destroyed by the Jewish leaders, communists. You know what they did to them? They raped them, they gassed them up, they poisoned them, they vaccinated them, they did all types of things to these people. Okay, that's what they did. They didn't care. Holocaust. Have you heard of that? Well, the Jewish people were part of the Holocaust war. Okay, they came in and raped those damn women, and they murdered the husbands of those women and ravished them, raped them to death. Man, they did some deep things to them. And these were the Jewish people. I know you might be offended on this for y'all comes to Jew. Listen, I don't give a damn. Okay, we got to be careful when people call it Jew. We are not the damn Jews. Okay, this is a wrong example earlier in Deuteronomy, Genesis. You would not call anybody Jews. No, he did not. Okay. Anyway, let's go Nahum, Nakum Yahoo. And so we have to pay attention to people. We have to know what their agenda is. Okay, we got to pay attention because not everybody's gonna have you back. Okay, let's see here. Let me see. See, I ain't been Nahum in a long time. Let's see, go back in that. All right, so Nahum. Nahum, minor prophet. All right, so A23. Okay, A23, right? 823. Okay, so let's go to something specifically, and this is like a prophetic judgment, an anger that Yahuwah was against the people. Okay. Woe, verse 1. Woe into chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. Let me stop there real quick. Now, the Jewish people had a land called Israel in 1948. My grandma was born that year. Check out Israel. So they got the Israelis, which is the authorities, and okay, you got the 6-pointed star, which is a powder blue color, and it was called Israel. Fine. Okay. Here's the kicker. If y'all go there and let's say you want to live right there, you don't have any chance in the way like that. Okay. They're not going to have that. It may look like they're right, but really they're not right. They got temples. They do a lot of lies, teachings, and there are a lot of wickedness going on down there. Okay, a lot of issues going down there. Now, I'm not talking about the one in Africa, Jerusalem. No, I forgot where it's located. I'm so sorry. I forgot what continent. Forgive me on that. But there is a wicked land. It is very wicked, and there's a lot of deaths, issues go on down there. And these are powerful people down there, highly religious. Okay. And it's kind of sound just like what I just read here. Woe to bloody city is full of lies and robbery. The prey departs not. Prey, Prey. What does that mean? Well, it means to hunt. That's why you have some Israelites, they call themselves the Jews. You got even Christians that call themselves Jews, Christian Jews. You even got Christian that teaches that the commandments is for the Jews only, but they don't keep the commandments. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? They would teach this nonsense. claiming, oh, well, we don't keep the laws anymore. We got Jesus Christ. We don't keep the laws anymore. There's Christians believe that. They say, oh, well, the commandments for the Jews. No, 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 no. The commandments was for everybody. You see my point? Especially for his people originally, Yashrael. Okay. This is ancient time, but science today's time. Verse 2, the noise of a whip, the noise of a rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariot. Verse 3, the horseman lifts up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there's a multitude of slain, murder, right? And a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses, right? They stumble upon their corpses, because multiple whoredoms of well-favored harlot, mistress of the witchcrafts, that sells the nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. This might be today's time. This was going on pretty much a lot in situations like this, right? Especially in the land of Israel. Israel, the modern Israel, the religious Israel. Okay, 1948, when it was birthed. Okay. And did y'all know that the presidents that were voted back then, they actually was worshiping the deity into was following them to have power. I mean, they had a lot of power among the presidents. Okay, that's what these people are. Okay, and they go. A lot goes on in that. So we have to really understand and notify that we are not called Jews, fellas. We are called Hebrews, servants of Yahuwah, sons and daughters of Yahuwah, and grafted into the promises of Yahuwah, the covenant of Yahuwah. Okay. Let's go unto let's see here. Let's go to Galatians again. Galatians. Okay. Should be almost there in Galatians. And we'll be almost done for today. So sorry about the short video, guys, but hey, sometimes I do short videos. All right. And hopefully, I just update you guys. The laptop might be fixed. So prayerfully it'll be fixed and go back to the laptop. All right, so let y'all know about that. If not, let's get another one. Okay, so let's go to chapter 4. Okay. More proof we are not called Jews, guys. That's gonna be a part 3. So and let's go right into verse 6. Look what it says, guys. And because you are sons, see that? And it say you Jews, you are daughters or sons, right? Yahuwah sent forth the Spirit, okay, into your hearts, crying, Father. Okay, I skipped the son thing, but I don't believe in that. I believe in that. Okay, so here's the kicker. How can that be? We are Jews, guys, and that cannot be. We are the family of Yahuwah, sons and daughters of Yahuwah, guys. So we have to wipe our minds from thinking that, oh, we are Jews, we are Jewish. No, it gives you who a bad name, fellas, to call each other Jew. It just, when you think about it, it just sounds demonic. It just don't sound right. Jewish? That's like saying you're a Christian. Because what do religion have in common? They all have a church or a temple. Hello, a mosque. Okay, and again, this is not to hate anyone. That's what they have. They got their own temples, and you'd be shocked what you get, what you see in there. Take a visit. There's they don't teach the truth like that. They do rituals inside those temples, fellas. They do rituals inside the damn temples. Okay, and those people think it's normal. Okay, they get blood in some of these temples, these Jewish temples, from goats and animals and shit. Okay, this is real talk. They do some stuff in there. Okay, this is some crazy stuff, man. And Yahuwah don't want to be sacrificing things. Remember that he don't want to sacrifice things unto idols. Well, that's what they be doing. That's what they do. In case they do that. Let's go right into okay. Just give me a second, guys. Hold on. Okay. Let me see like a couple more and then we'll be done here. um, all right, so let's go right into James. Let's go right to James. And let's go into verse 20, chapter 2, verse 20. Okay. 2, verse 20. And yeah. So it says, but will you know, O vain man? Okay, O vain woman, the agreement without works is dead. So people say faith, but that's a pagan word. But agreement without works is dead. So here's the kicker. Okay. So in Jewish religion, okay, they do things that they feel and they think it's set apart and they add to the commandment and they don't really too much do the works of what they agree of Yahuwah. They're the works of the degree of for the sake of their deities or deity. Okay. And that's dangerous, guys. That's very dangerous. Okay. That's why you notice, guys, that Jewish people are very rich and they and they barely give. Did y'all know the Jewish people are over the federal? Okay, the Jewish people control our taxes. We'll get more to this next week, next Shabbat. More about these people. And y'all think y'all think we Jews? How can it be we Jews, guys? We're not. Okay, these that is taking control over us. They part of the whole plan. That everything, most everything. Our food, they allow being our food poisoned, getting our food poisoned. Okay. Also, let me add a bonus. Usually, the presidents they travel to Mecca. They travel to the area where the Jews live at, and so you get people that kiss each other's hands. Well, they meet them, the Jewish people. Not only they meet the Pope, but they are told by the Jewish leaders what to do. Okay, look this stuff up, guys. Look it up. Um, that being said, I want to start from here. When I think one of the short videos I made, I think about an hour. Um, Next week be part 3. And like I said, look up these situations, man, of what the Jews really are. Look it up because you go library, local library. You can Google them. You can YouTube them. Okay, Jewish people exposed. Okay, it's a family line of agenda with them. Okay, we gotta be careful. But shalom to you guys, and next week y'all take it easy.